Today on The Rock, we explore the story of Bobo the gorilla.
Everybody in town was absolutely amazed.
Also, we see just how well our cheer team is doing. And finally, we'll show you how our very own Green Club is making a difference in our school and community.
Three, two, 1, 0.
Hi everybody, I'm Miranda Ledger.
And I'm Amelia Rory.
And welcome back to another episode of
The Rock. Today we're going to start with something a little different.
That's right. Today we get to showcase our first investigative piece by Corin Nerona and John Harrison.
When it comes to Anacortes history, Corin and John leave no rock unturned.
With a town as small as Anacortes, it's easy to see the surface level and think that's all there is. However, underneath the retirement communities and restaurants, there's a lot of secrets to uncover in this town, starting off with Bobo the gorilla.
Bobo was a resident of Anacortes in the early 1950s, a pint-sized gorilla with a huge heart and bigger muscles. Bill Mitchell, the main artist behind the Anacortes mural project, had a special relationship with Bobo, meeting him at a young age.
I was born down south in 1949, but moved to Anacortes with my parents in 1951. And the same year I moved here, Bobo the gorilla came to town.
Bill Lohman bought Bobo as a baby after a good fishing season and the purchase of a new Buick. Once they got back to Anacortes, Bobo instantly became a hit within the community.
Bobo was a star in Anacortes. He was on the bus, he was all over the place. I mean, he was so famous that he got in Life magazine. I don't know that anybody else in Anacortes ever got in Life magazine.
After spending a few years in Anacortes, he had to be transferred to Woodland Park Zoo, undergoing a major social shift.
He missed people. I mean, he got to watch people all day long, but he didn't get to interact with people like he wanted to. And Bobo wasn't very happy down in Seattle. Last time I saw him, he was sitting over in a corner, looked very dejected. Early in 1968, he got a bump and a blood clot in his leg, and it went to his brain and killed him. He was only 17 years old.
After Bobo's death in the 60s, Mitchell created the Mural Project, working with the city to keep its history alive through art pieces around Anacortes. Shortly after the killing of a gorilla in the summer of 2016, Mitchell was inspired to create murals to honor Bobo.
Gorilla was shot in Cincinnati recently, last year. I came home from wherever it was that I was, and within 15 minutes I painted the faces on 2 of these Bobos, so that when one gorilla died, 2 more were born on the same day. But Bobo's back, and he's going to be scampering around Anacortes again for the first time since 1953, and he's still the most famous resident of Anacortes ever.
For The Rock at Anacortes High School, I'm John Harrison.
Thank you, Hank Farr, for producing the animation, and also to the Anacortes Museum for providing footage on Bobo. We really appreciate the support.
Speaking of appreciation, the Anacortes cheer team does a lot for our school.
Gabe Apple and Abby Davis bring us a piece highlighting the cheer team and all they have accomplished.
Anacortes Cheer supports our sports teams and involves the student body at different school events. They have had a great season so far and just recently placed 2nd at state.
My favorite part about being a cheer coach is getting to spend time with the girls and learning or watching them learn and grow throughout the season. Yes, we went to 2 competitions, and the first one was in Gig Harbor, and we did not qualify at that one, but the second one was at Kentwood High School in Covington, and we definitely qualified. The score that we needed to get was a 65, which we got a 66 that day. So we definitely qualified and went to state. We placed 2nd in state for our game day division, the 2A division.
I'm Cassie Oslin and I'm captain.
I am Serena Rivas and I'm also captain.
So even though we didn't get the outcome that we wanted, just qualifying for state is a huge deal because it's never happened in Anacortes. And I don't think, like when people found out we were going to state, they're like, what do you do?
So we went, it was at Battleground High School in near Vancouver, Washington. And it was really big. There were 87 teams there, and we were actually the first to go on.
What's your favorite part of being on the cheer squad?
For me, it's like that feeling of accomplishment. So right after we hit our stunts and we could see everyone in the stands like so happy for us because everything just looked so good when we performed. It was just like that feeling like we did this. It's actually a very big deal. It's just like going to state for basketball or for baseball, but for cheer.
So what did the actual competition look like?
We worked really hard. Like, I think a lot more than people really think.
People underestimate us, and we have 2 hours every single night.
Yeah, we cheer 6 days a week.
We condition. We work hard. We're not little stereotypical cheerleaders. It's been a really tough season for all of us, but we've all pulled through, and under the circumstances of losing people, and we're a tight team, and I'm just very happy with everyone.
I'm so proud of them.
Me too. Stunts like that take a lot of practice, hard work, and teamwork.
Our Green Club uses a lot of teamwork as well.
That's right. Let's watch Liam Poor's and Georgia Stoltz's segment to learn more about the Green Club and their ecological restoration project.
Anacortes has been doing a lot this school year to help make our town a greener place. They've done a lot for our community, especially with our school's recycling. Our Green Club is very involved in recycling. Every Tuesday, they take care of the recycling from our classrooms. By doing this, they are doing us and our planet a great service. We talked to a few of our Green Club officers to learn more about their roles.
First of all, if you recycle, that means that it doesn't go to a landfill, and landfills send pollution to the air and the water.
It can have a huge impact. One on the garbage patch in the Pacific, all that plastic floating around, hurting coral, birds, fish, etc., sea turtles. That's one.
You're pretty much helping combat climate change because it takes energy to make all the stuff that we're using, and we might not think about how much energy it takes to make that plastic water bottle we're drinking out of, but if you have a plastic water bottle every day, those things add up. So if you can't cut out plastic water bottles, if you recycle them, there's just a little less energy and fossil fuels going into your life, so you're ultimately cutting down on your carbon footprint, which is a good thing.
Recycling can seem like a simple act, but for the sake of going the extra mile, the 4 R's of conservation are really the way to go.
Refuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Refuse was added a while back because if you don't use anything, if you refuse to use it, then
like straws.
Yes, like straws. Then there's nothing to reduce, there's nothing to clean up, there's just simply no mess.
Yeah.
Recycling, not the greatest goal. Recycling is much better, meaning refuse the plastic bags. Shop at places like Costco. When was the last time Costco gave you a plastic shopping bag? Never. Is it hurting them as business? Look at Costco. Come on, go to try to get in that parking lot on a Saturday. The bottle industry will tell you that a huge percentage is recyclable. That is true. But in the United States, only about 20% gets recycled. So, the better reality, get a reusable water bottle. The better reality, don't buy plastic water bottles. The better reality, recycle. Don't buy stuff that needs to be recycled.
We have gotten a lot more recycle bins for the school this year, so every classroom has one as well as the lunchrooms, so people should start using them.
And using them correctly.
Yes.
Bottles, paper.
It truly is amazing what our students can accomplish together.
And sadly, that brings us to the end of our show today.
If you have any suggestions for a segment, make sure to email the idea to therock@asd103.org.
And if you miss any of the Rock episodes, you can always tune in to youtube.com/AHS Live.
And from our rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.
I did that awkwardly behind yours.
I know.
You needed to tell me you were doing that.